Hey, what's up, y'all? Thank you for joining. If it's your first time joining, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Check out the previous videos and like this episode if you like it. So as always, I try something different every episode. Last three episodes actually, I sat with two stylish individuals and we talked a lot about style and confidence. So that's what my channel is about. That's what it is. So you never know what's going to come up next. So today I just decided to just chat with you a little bit, and I've been getting several questions thrown my way by different viewers, and I figured I would address a few of them today. So we'll have a little talk, a little chat, and again, you know, if there's something that you would like to discuss, would like for me to, I guess, talk about, go ahead and drop them in the comments and share this video. All right. So I had to grab my phone. I got some notes here. So one of the first questions that I did get from one of the viewers was, how can someone start to feel confident in their style if they're new to fashion? So this is a great question. So the thing about it is, fashion itself, it is what it is. I'm real big on style, and it's a difference between the two. People don't understand that. Now with style, that's something that we all have, believe it or not. Even if you're not into fashion, you do have your own style. Style is pretty much who you are. When you wake up in the morning and you decide to put on something that makes you feel good and you walk out the door, that's your style. Can't nobody take that away from you. That's your style. But if you're somebody who's looking to lean more into the fashion side of things and want to be more fashionable, this is definitely a great question. Okay, so how can someone start to feel confident in their style if they're new to fashion? So the key word in this question is feel. So let's start there. So usually whenever I help someone put together an ensemble or an outfit or a unit, whatever y'all call it, I often ask them, you know, how do you feel? Once they put it on, how do they feel? And that all depends on the type of statement that you really want to throw out there. You know, so I'll use myself as an example. So it could be as something as little as, you know, going to do a presentation where I'm in front of a crowd. So I often think about, you know, how long will I be standing in front of the crowd? Is the crowd going to be more of an intimate setting, or is it going to be more of something in an auditorium or something like that? And so all of these things play a major factor in that. So for me, I want to be able to feel good. Yes, I want to be comfortable. So the first thing I'm thinking about are my shoes. So when I ask the question, which I have posed before, what do you start with whenever you're building your wardrobe? Well, in that case, I would start with my shoes. Second thing I would go with after the shoes would be me thinking about, if I'm talking, if I'm moving around, think about the temperature in the building or in the room. Is it going to be, am I going to get hot? Are you the type of person that sweat pretty easily? And if you are, then you may want to keep in mind that a suit jacket, may not be the best thing, or if it is an option for you, make sure it's definitely something that's light. Okay, something lightweight. So let's just say I'm starting out with my shoes, a comfortable pair of shoes, and now I want to move on to a suit jacket. I want to make sure that it's very light and very comfortable. And then I move on to the next piece, which will probably be like some pants or something like that. So the thing about it is, how can someone start to feel confident in their style if they're new to fashion? The thing is, you want to look at moving away from, I guess, how you feel and comfort. Let's now talk about, the type of event that you're going to. So since I did use the example of a speaking engagement, so you want to keep in mind your audience or the type of engagement it is. So if you're doing something professionally, let's just say it's, it's for a corporate event. You can still be stylish or fashionable in that type of setting. Just keep in mind, you want to stay away from a lot of the bolder colors, like bright greens or a lot of vibrant type of colors. Now you can wear whatever you want. You can pull it off. You know what I'm saying? If you have that top tier level of confidence, which honestly, there are probably a few people out there who have that. But in order to feel good in your in whatever it is you select, you want to make sure that it's something that you want to kind of play it safe in the beginning. Play it safe in the beginning until you establish that a level of confidence where you really don't care about what people think. But by playing it safe, honestly, you can just keep it to where, like, let's just say if you're gonna go on stage and you decide not to wear a suit, you just want to wear a sport coat. So you can wear like some trousers like the ones I have on now. Like these are some herringbone gray trousers. You can maybe put on like a black sports jacket. And then you can maybe even do like, I usually keep it kind of simple. I'll wear a white shirt underneath that. And I will put like a white, or maybe not even a white, but maybe something, maybe put more detail and more emphasis on my pocket square. So something like that will actually help you start to feel confident, especially, like I said, kind of playing it safe a little bit, but at the same time, finding that bold piece, which in this case would be the pocket square. Okay, so I hope that answered your question. But the thing is, again, you know, it's all about the way you feel. And I'm looking down at your question here as I'm talking. So it's all about the way you feel. It's also about the level of confidence you think that you have, and rock it. You know, like I said, if you're the type of person who have that high level of confidence, I don't even have to tell you anything. You already know what to do in this case. You know what I'm saying? So always be aware of the event that you're going to, or the engagement that you're going to, and go from there. Another question I have several here. I'm just trying to see. Can you share tips on using accessories to enhance confidence in your look? Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one, because I know there are a lot of brothers and sisters out there who's on their accessory game. You know, I'm talking from the bracelets to the chains, the watches, whatever. You know, one thing about me, I'm very much so on the minimalist side of things. And today I have a chain that I'm kind of wearing out. Usually I wear them in my shirt. So I got two that I typically wear. Sometimes I'll wear one, but in this case, I'm wearing one out. So I usually keep my style very simple when it comes to accessories. But in this case, so I have on like a black shirt. So I'll use this as an example. So it's a black, I guess you can call it sort of like a little sweater shirt. And I put a watch on. It's a nice gold and silver watch. I think it's white gold. But anyway, let's say gold and silver watch, gold chain. And that's pretty much what I'll do. I won't put a whole lot on. Usually I'll have a bracelet, or lately I've been wearing a rubber band. I keep it real simple lately, but you can wear bracelets here. Some guys wear a lot of rings, or several, or maybe one or two rings on their finger. Sometimes they'll wear frames. Y'all probably didn't know, but I do wear glasses. I just don't wear them as often as I should. But as I get older, it seems like I start to need them more. But a nice pair of frames. So in this case, my accessories would be my watch, my frames, my chain. Very simple. But it's totally up to you as to what you want to do. So it says, can you share tips on using accessories to enhance confidence in your look? So for me, enhancing my confidence, I'm already a confident individual. I know who I am. I don't care about what other people think about me. So in this case, I guess my bold piece would be the chain, because I usually don't wear them out, because me personally, I feel like I'm being a little too flashy. That's just me. And then growing up where I grew up, people would often come around you and just snatch a chain off your neck, while you're not looking. So I guess for me, it's really kind of one of those things where I wear it because I like it, but I'm also mindful of where I'm at when I'm displaying it, I guess. So this is what makes me feel confident. So I would say, just kind of find some bold pieces that would stand out, but you can still keep it to where it's not too much, where you're not doing too much. So again, in this case, I have my frames, my watch, my chain, and then typically I would have a bracelet. So again, those tips, I hope that helped you. But then again, like I said, you can be creative with it. You can try different things. Sometimes it may just be, especially guys who are into, I say guys, there are women also, who are into like watches. You know, I see that a lot where they'll have a nice big bold watch. Sometimes it'll be a small, it may be maybe a Rolex, you know, something that's going to really stand out. You know, I'm just one that don't really like to, and I guess it comes with my age, but I don't like to put a whole lot of accessories together. To me, it's just too much. Some guys like to wear hats, you know, so that's a huge statement piece that helps with confidence as well. You know, you walk in a room, you're definitely going to capture everybody's attention with that. So again, those are some things that you can add. You can add a nice hat, nice frames, and if you're stepping outside, obviously some nice shades do you right as well. So I hope that answers your question. All right, so here's another good one. What are your favorite style hacks for feeling more confident instantly? Ooh, that's a good one. A style hack that make me feel confident instantly. I would have to say a nice pair of frames. So the thing about it is, you know, whenever you're talking to people, or just like now as I'm recording this video, you're looking at my face. And so frames oftentimes, you know, they become a part of your face. So it's a nice piece that will help with you, help boost your confidence, I guess, or elevate your style with confidence. So that's one thing. I would say another thing, honestly, is when my clothes fit me properly. So even when I go to a department store, I'll just say it for this sake of this example, and I put on a suit jacket, or it can be like a boutique, wherever. And for me, fortunately enough, I'm able to wear these pieces off the rack. And the minute I put it on and it feels good on my body, I'm looking in the mirror, and once I put that thing on, it's almost like it's a cape. And so I put it on, I start to pose a little bit side to side. You know, I feel like a superhero, because I feel like for me, my confidence is my superpower. So I would say whether it be a sports jacket that fit me properly, it could be even like a coat, a trench coat, a jacket, leather coat. Those are some things that make me feel confident instantly. So even for you, it could be a pair of frames. I oftentimes say that as well. You know, you put them on, you feel good, you know, and you just look good. You know, I remember whenever we were kids, and my mom would take us to get a pair of new shoes. It could be some, especially if it's dress shoes, but back then we used to call them church shoes because we went to church all the time. And the first thing we would do is put those shoes on, and we'll start dancing like we're in church. And the church that I grew up in, we call it shouting. And we'll start to just dancing and grooving because we feel good in the shoes. Or it could be a nice pair of sneakers you put on. You don't want to take them off. You'll ask your mom, hey, can I wear these out the store? You know, or it could be, as you know, you're an adult. You know, you don't have to be a kid. But for me, those are the memories I have. But even as an adult, you put a pair of shoes on in the sneaker store, and you want to just walk out in them because you feel good. Okay, so for me, it's all about, you know, the way it makes me feel. Again. All right, so here's another good question. What's your strategy for overcoming self-doubt when trying out a bold new look? Ooh, I struggle with this because I'm not going to lie to you. I have had friends of mine that have made, or I say associates of mine that have made recommendations for me that I try, you know, new things or different things. And for me, again, I don't care how wild the piece is. If it doesn't fit me properly, I'm not gonna wear it. So that's the key. Again, my strategy for overcoming self-doubt when trying a new bold look is, again, the fit. You know, so I have to make sure once it fits me properly, then I can wear it. So just the other day, I bought a pair of pants. I hadn't bought anything in a long time. I called myself going on a fast from doing any shopping, but there's one pair of pants that I did see that I wanted to try that's totally out of my comfort zone. You know, I got these pants, and instantly, you know, honestly, I normally would not have wore these pants, but I tried them on. I got the right fit, and they're good. Okay, they're good to go. So for me, it's all about fit. You know, and at that point, if it fits me properly, then hey, I'm overcoming that self-doubt off the top. Now, for you, if it's all about, you know, just the way you look, or if you're caring about what somebody says about what you have on, then, you know, I would say you need to tap back into that confidence side, that confidence. And if you feel good in it, if you think that you look good in it, wear it. Who cares about what anybody else has to say about what you're wearing? Now, I will say this. If it doesn't fit properly, then they will rag on you, and then you won't feel good about it. I'm not saying that you won't feel good because they're ragging on you, but you won't feel good because it just won't fit right. And so remember, whenever you're in fashion, just as a whole, I think that the garments have to fit properly. Now, if your style is for the garments to not fit properly, then there are no rules. Stick to that. But for the sake of answering this question, that's what I do. I often lean on the fit, and that's what helps me out. All right, so here's another good question that we have here. What's the role of grooming and self-care in building overall style, confidence? So grooming, this is huge. All right, I actually just watched a video. It was on Instagram. It was a guy talking about most millionaires are successful individuals don't have facial hair. To me, that's an ongoing debate. He started naming different individuals that are very successful that don't have facial hair. And, he had a point there. And there was even jobs that I've had in the past where, in corporate America, obviously, where you could not have facial hair, or if you had a mustache, it had to be a certain length, that type of thing. And I get why they want you to have the clean look. But for me, I'm all about, self-expression. I'm all about you having your own style and do what makes you feel good. Who cares about, these rules are just kind of crazy to me. If you want to wear a beard, one thing I can say, going back to this individual's question about grooming. So if you're going to wear a beard, just make sure that it's trimmed properly. So I oftentimes see guys, they don't take care of their beards at all. They don't get any moisturizer, any beard balm, any oil. And I'll tell you, I don't have the statistics or a lot of these things that they say happens if you don't take care of your beard. But one thing I can say, if you have a partner and they're constantly in your face or you're in their face, you're going to want to maintain your beard. You want to make sure that you're groomed properly, because overall, people, they won't respect you if you come in there looking all scruffy. Hey, I'll just be honest with you. If you come in there and you're looking like you haven't maintained your beard or your skin or anything like that, or even like your nails, this stuff, these are things that people look at, especially guys. Women look at that. And for a long time, I kind of ignored it, especially the nails. But it wasn't until, I don't know, probably like 6-7 years ago where I really started to take it serious, and this is all a part of your confidence. This is all a part of style, and you want to make sure that you're representing yourself well, and making sure that you stand out from the rest, and women pay attention to your shoes. They pay attention to your nails, your hands. And then if you're going to wear a beard, you have to. It's a must. You have to groom yourself. You have to make sure it's trimmed up and nice. I cannot stress that enough. All right, so here's another one. What are some style mistakes to avoid if you're aiming to project confidence? I can't stress it enough. You're going to always hear me say this, but, the fit. Your garments don't fit you properly. That right there alone is a huge mistake. You have to make sure that the clothes fit you properly. And it's nothing to just go to a local tailor and just have them. If you go buy something, especially if it's off the rack and if it's not fitting you the way it's supposed to, invest in getting some alterations. If you're on a budget, make sure that you don't spend too much on the garment and save some money for tailoring, for alterations. So I would say that's one of the biggest mistakes, and that you should, avoid whenever you're trying to project confidence. I would say another thing is doing a little bit too much. And so a lot of times, we want to stand out from everybody else, but sometimes we can overdo it. And so what I mean by overdoing it, I'll give you an example. So sometimes you'll see people, especially people who are real big on like labels, and they like to show you what they have on. They'll show you they have on a Celine shirt because it got Celine written across the top. Then they'll have the pants, it'll have Celine all down the side. And then they'll put get the shoes and it'll have Celine. So you get my point. You got the name everywhere on your body. So that right there, usually what I've found is that a lot of people who do that are those who really don't know much about, style. Maybe it is their style. I don't know. But when you talk about fashion, those people are those who have the money, I guess, to go splurge on those type of brands, and they just say, I'm gonna go to, Neiman's or wherever, and I'm gonna just get me the fit. But they want it to all coordinate, so they'll get one name brand and they'll just do it, rock it from head to toe. Well, honestly, you stand out. But you stand out as in, I'm like, dang, do they work for Celine? Are they, are they part owner of Celine? I don't know. But what really makes you stand out is be creative. Okay, I don't care. You can go get a shirt from a thrift store, wear a Celine jacket. I don't care what the name brand is, the pants, or the trousers, or the shoes. But just so as long as everything come together nicely. But one of the big mistakes I would say is when somebody go in there and they'll get a matching unit from head to toe. Be careful with that. All right, so I'll give you one more. What advice do you have for developing a personal style that feels authentic and confident? So again, I know y'all are gonna get tired of me saying this, but I would say again, start with, being comfortable. You want to make sure that you're comfortable overall. It's not like women, how they can put on a pair of heels and their main objective is to look good. I forgot the sayings that they say, but it's basically, this is kind of how I'm paraphrasing it. They'll sacrifice a little pain just to look good for a minute. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, for you guys, you want to make sure that that you are comfortable. Number one. Make sure that your obviously your outfit fit you properly, and then also dress for the lifestyle that you have. Now, if you're a fitness trainer and you're always in, let's just say, shorts and a t-shirt, obviously you're not going to wear that out. But for that fitness trainer, what I would say is, because I'm sure you have more of a muscular physique, I would definitely get something that's going to fit my physique. But don't get something that's going to be too tight, because oftentimes I see fitness trainers are guys who have these athletic builds, and they'll get their clothes fit. I'm talking like they'd be so tight, man. You can see how much money they got in their pocket. That's how tight. So you don't want it to be that tight. You want to make sure that you wear something that's going to fit your lifestyle, but at the same time, it's stylish, but also make you feel good. So in the case, I'll use the fitness trainer as an example. Get yourself a nice tailored suit. And if you can't really afford a tailored suit, just start off with whatever suit fits your body as close as possible. Go to your local tailor and get them to fit it, to actually size it up or alter it to fit your body. Okay, your body type. You can start there, do that. And if you experiment with a few things, you may want to wear let's say a nice suit, nice button down shirt and some boots, or you could do a suit, a t-shirt underneath, a nice stylish t-shirt, and you can wear some sneakers. You can experiment. But what I would say do is, try different things, and you have to put it on because you have to know how it makes you feel. A lot of times, especially if you're hiring an image consultant or a stylist, that's the best advice I can really give you. For every question that came my way, that's the best advice I can give you is to, if you could, invest in an image consultant. Because with this, they'll help you with trying different pieces that you probably wouldn't normally try anyway. Once you put it on, instantly you'll know if it's the right one because of the way it's going to make you feel. So just remember that. I thank you all for the questions, and keep them coming. And so that's what I have for you this episode. But what I would like for you to do is to go ahead again. If you like this video, like the video, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And also in the comments, I want you to throw some questions at me, and I'll shout you out, and I'll go ahead and answer your questions. All right. Thank you all for joining. Until next time. See you.